Jen's Movie Rehab. This is where we assign Jen a movie to watch over the weekend because before she'd come to Kick, she had seen very few movies.
I was very deficient, and so I am being rehabilitated.
Almost like a vitamin deficiency, but this is way, way worse because it affects all of us.
So I'm assigned a movie to watch over the weekend, and then I come back on Monday, I rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
So, I mean, some of these movies you've not even heard of before, right?
That's right, yeah.
And the rest of us are going, what? How is that possible? Like the one we're assigning you today, Robert Redford, who unfortunately passed this last week from us. We thought we would assign a Robert Redford movie, and you've only seen one, and that was one that we assigned you.
That's true, yeah.
The Natural. So we thought we'd assign you his most iconic film of all time.
Which is?
The Sting.
Sting like the singer?
See,
I have no idea.
She has no idea.
Hornet, a bee?
No. So it's from out of 1973. It's an American caper film that was set back in the 1930s.
Wait, what's a caper film?
You know,
what
kind of a
doing?
Keystone Cops almost like thing, but it's not like that. It involves this complicated plot. You're going to have to pay attention to get this, okay? But you will appreciate it. It's these two professional grifters, Johnny Hooker, played by Robert Redford, who teams up with an old pro, Henry Gondor, played by Paul Newman, to take revenge on the ruthless crime boss responsible, Doyle Lonigan, played by Robert Shaw. And then Hooker and Gondor set up about implementing this elaborate scheme so crafty that Lonigan won't even know that he's been swindled. And that's the sting.
Okay.
You've heard of a sting operation, haven't you?
Yeah. I've heard of that one for sure.
Well, as their big con unfolds, things don't go according to plan, require some last-minute improvisation by the undaunted duo. It plays out in sections that are introduced by these old-fashioned title cards in a style reminiscent of the Saturday Evening Post or old soundless movies, you know.
Yeah.
It's noted for its use of ragtime, particularly the melody The Entertainer by Scott Joplin, and it produced a Billboard-topping soundtrack and a top 10 single, The Entertainer.
Okay,
Unbelievable.
what is that?
You know The Entertainer.
Do I?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do know that.
Okay. The film's success created a resurgence of interest in Joplin's work. The reason you know that melody is because of this movie.
And it has nothing to do with the town of Joplin.
Not at all. Scott Joplin, that was just his last name.
Okay.
So The Sting was a critical and commercial success, hugely successful at the 46th Academy Awards. It won 7 of its 10 Oscar nominations.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was selected for preservation in the U.S. National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being relevant, significant, and all that stuff.
So is it a funny movie or is it a serious movie?
It's a serious, funny movie.
Okay.
It's got funny parts all through.
Okay.
It does. It's rated PG, and you can, of course, pay through the nose to watch it because streaming services no longer allow you to watch movies for free that are of any worth.
Right. So I'm going to watch Good Will Hunting over the weekend, and then I'll come back on Monday.
You are not watching Good Will Hunting. You had your chance.
Fine, I'll watch The Sting over the weekend, and then I'll come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
Jen's Movie Rehab. This is where we assign Jen a movie to watch over the weekend.
Because before I came to Cakes, I had seen very few, if any, movies before.
It was against her religion, apparently, or something like that.
And so I'm being rehabilitated.
So every weekend we assign her a movie to watch, one that she hasn't even heard of probably, but the rest of us are like, what? How is that possible? How can you have not seen that?
And then I watched it over the weekend, come back on Monday, rank it 1 to 10, and let you know what I thought about it.
So since Robert Redford passed last week, we assigned her what was probably his biggest movie, The Sting.
The Sting, which was fine. It was a little long, I thought. The setup was way too long.
I had forgotten that it was so long. How long was it?
I mean, it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes, pretty close.
Really?
Yeah.
If I'd have known that, we would have done a different Robert Redford movie. We would have done River Runs Through It.
I mean, I would have enjoyed this movie if it was just the very end of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, the setup was way too much.
I do remember that. It's been years since I've seen it.
Right.
But I do remember that it really doesn't start happening until the very last part.
Like, the setup, and it's slow to begin begin with. Like, I know that Luther and Hooker, they have their scheme, and they steal all the money from this guy, and that kind of sets everything up for him. But still, the whole time, I was like, okay, don't fall asleep, Jen. Don't fall asleep. Just watch the movie. It'll be okay. And then by the time we got toward the end, where you think the FBI are involved because they're trying to get Snyder out of the way, and then you're like, wait a minute, is it actually the FBI? Or are they in on the scheme with everybody else? And what's going on? And then at the very end, when Hooker and Gondorf, or Gandalf, I hate when they call him Gandalf, but this is not Lord of the Rings.
Nope.
When they shot each other, I was like, oh my gosh, what just happened? It was crazy. And then it was all part of the ruse.
Yeah.
It was planned, which I thought was really cool. So again, the end of the movie, I enjoyed. The beginning of the movie, I tried really hard not to fall asleep.
Totally get that. Yeah, I get that.
And that's not to say it's a bad movie, because Robert Redford was great. Paul Newman was great. It was very well acted. It was just a lot.
It was a lot.
It was. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 6.5.
6.5, I think, is generous for The Sting, which means we'll have another movie assignment for Jen this Friday.
For Jen's movie rehab.
From the 4 states, #1 for country.
Kicks 102.5.